Hello, episode 5 of The Zombie Who Died. Yeah, loving the series. Last episode we had the detective guy come in, put up a barrier, and it stopped Hikaru from going into that shrine, the main shrine area. So he's now suspecting that there's someone, that the deity or whatever it is that's come down from the mountain has shifted into something else, that it blends in with the crowd. What else happened last episode? We had a nice conversation with Hikaru and Yoshiki towards the back end of it, and a nice flashback as well, kind of painting more the picture of the village that they're living in, and their kind of not lack of progressiveness, I guess you could say, treating a gay man as diseased. And yeah, and we had that bit at the end with the woman, the one that Yoshiki's in contact with, doing something at the train, at the tracks where Yoshiki's classmate suspected was something there. Don't know what she did. No idea. I have no idea what she is or what her deal is, whether she's been taken over by something, or I mean, she says that her partner did, but she didn't elaborate on what happened really. So I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what her deal is and whether we can trust her or not. But yeah, I did put in my description that I was going to change the setup for the censorship and all that, but I'm just going to leave it as is because I don't want to make myself full screen because my camera quality isn't great, and having it like this big makes it seem better than it actually is, because with the other musical reactions I've done myself as full screen and the quality just isn't really good at all. So I'll just leave it like this, leave the thing on the side, the poster, and that should be fine with censorship. It seems that there isn't much. It's okay to go on YouTube. There isn't really many copyright issues there. So yeah, let's just get into it. This sister? No, she looks too big.
長い髪の毛みんな髪短いのに
Oh, it is sister, is it?
何これ
Oh, hell no.
明日の家庭科で使うんやけど。
え？ハンカチじゃダメ？カオルに聞いてみて。
無理無理無理無理無理
What the hell? I don't know, I quite like them going back to the choir stuff. I don't know why. Also, I do love this visual gag that they've done a few times now. It's funny.
注意しとんねやけど
うるせえな。これ切ればええの？
肉と同じ包丁で切るな
唐揚げ好き。
あ、こら何いただきますの前に食べとんの
うるせえな。おかやんか。
いただきます。
またやっとる
さっきなんで鶏肉見てたん？
Oh yeah.
まだ全然できとらんけど油使うんやか
Yeah,
ら
that feeling.
避けんといて
やったら真剣に。いや、なんかそのなんか感触がそのな、似とってん。
Oh, as if they wouldn't show it again.
お前の中の変なその
そんなこと考えてたんか。一人でむっつりと。
はあ、なんやその反応。別にええやん。
その唐揚げくれん。
やらんよ。
別にええけどな。
今度はなんや。
もう一回触ってみ。
ヒカルは今日こそは来るって言ってました。
よしき、俺みたいなやつからの干渉に耐性なさすぎ。見ててハラハラすんねん。はよしてや。今日は部活行かなあかんのよ。
心の準備があんねん。俺前よりは平気や。
慣れてきたんちゃう？
そういうもんか。
Just sucking him in again, maybe. Yeah.
なんや俺の方に。あの時と同じ。
Wow, this music's very Chainsaw Man. Oh. What a weird visual. But that's so much like that. Like one you share track in Chainsaw Man.
ちょっと俺の方から触っただけやし、これに慣れとかなあかんのやもん。
おい、本当か。うすうす思っとったけど、自分が気持ちええからやっとんとちゃうの。あのさ、人が嫌がっとることはあんましたらあかんねんで。わかった？
混ざるってのはね、生きたまんま中身があちらに近づいていく、あれの一部になるようなもんや。一生離れられんくなるよ。それにあちらの世界のもんも引き寄せやすくなる。
昨日よりなんか濃くなっとる。
お風呂入る無理。だってカツラのお化けが出るんやもん。
何言ってんの。入浴剤好きなの入れていいから。
いやいや、
カツラの
だって
お化け。
言ってることがわけわかんないんだもん。
Bring Hikaru round, get him to sort it out.
君に
ペットとのんびり遊んどってええんか。
相棒っす。いろいろと手は考えているんでご心配なく。
刀なんや刃こぼれしとるやないか。
I wonder if we'll get any
何
like
ができる。
fight scenes or something in this. I wonder how they'd look.
ちゃんと切れますよ。人は切れませんけどね。武田さんの言うようにここで待っていても仕方ないんで探してもらおうと思います。
すっげえ、ロードでコケット。
我ながらようやったわ。
すげえ。なんでクレーンキャッチャー得意なん？
薫に散々
Placing
や
him
ら
with
され
somewhere.
よしきなんでもできるやん。勉強できるし、時計のネクラやなければ完璧やな。
はあ、褒めすぎやし。
今の褒めか？いやでもネクラやない陽キャのよしき想像つかんな。池に落ちたら爽やかなよしきになるんかな。
毎日8時間は寝ています。
That was so well animated.
お前らしょうもな。その人形返せや。
いやいや。
農剤の工場の過酷な労働でね。
つうかなんで欲しかったん？女子とかにあげるんか？
は
Harsh labour conditions.
いや
The hair growth
いや
factory.
青かって言ったまさかね自分用やし。
はい
いやいやいやいや。
わかりやす。
てかあれって一体何なん？
何ってなんやろな。汚れ汚れ的な人間が生きてるところには必ずたまるんよ。
汚れわざわざ俺んちに。最悪や。
それはさ、ヨシキがあっちのやつらにとって
I
魅
wonder
力
why.
的なんや。優しいから。
ありがとう。
ようわからん。なんも優しないけどな。ただいま。
あっつー。
あ、麦茶飲む？
それより風呂。
なんもおらん。
I love this camera angle.
いや、おる。
マジで？
本当にな。俺に寄ってくるんはええけど、なんでヨシキにまで。
一体何するつもりなん？
また潰して入れるよ。
大丈夫なんか？
大丈夫大丈夫。お前は俺が守るから。光る！おい光る、大丈夫か？おいこの感覚。
Well, it's a weird visual.
うちに入ってくる。風呂。あ、夢やこれ。
白菜もらってよ。
泥臭い子より
息子は
頭ええんやろ。大学はどうするんや。
おい、前が見てないのか。ろくに挨拶。
What even is that? I was meant to go brain, but oh, that's such an interesting look to it, and the faces.
よしき。逃げんな、バカ。
こいつは昔光と世話をしとった。
カタロウ死んだんよしきのせいや。
違う。
違わん。今日の餌当番よしきやったやろ。
生き物なんやからこういうのは仕方ないことやったんや。
いいわけすんなや。
光やってあん時餌のこと忘れとったやろ。
でも今日の当番はお前やったんや。
餌やり忘れとったんは悪かったな。でも1回だけや。
その間に死んどるんや。
お前は2回も忘れて、その度に俺があげてたけどな。
いい加減認めろや。
絶対嫌や。
This is something that actually
俺のせい
happened,
や
yeah.
ない。気象院はお前や。つうか俺の方が全然カータロウ世話しとったし。
Like this argument
俺
in
だけそん
particular.
な言われるん。じゃあなんで死ぬん。この前まで元気あったのに。知らん。光やって変なもん食わせてたよ。だから死んだんやないの。お前はいっつも育児なしやな。
What the fuck? Is the hair goes like in him now at the moment? Or is he just like... Just... Oh, that was cool. I moved at like 60 FPS, I swear. It's really animated on 2s. Well, that's... Yeah, it's inside him, yeah. So visually it's insanely good.
Hikaru 血で取るごめん
なんで謝る。でも言うたやろ、お前ああいうのの干渉弱いんやって。いやそもそも俺が一回逃がしたんが悪いし、お前にちょっと体勢ついとって助かった。
光を水に沈める手の感覚だけ覚えとって頭から離
Yeah,
れ
that
る。
must be a horrible sensation.
俺はいつかまたこいつを手にかけるんちゃうか。
でもお前が戻ってきて本当によかった。守る
I
って
love
言った
this
そう
track.
からこんなんで泣きそうや。
お前なんでそこまで。
なんでかな、とっさに動いてしまうから。もう切り替えよう。カエルでも捕まえに行くか。
いやや田舎草。
田舎嫌いやな。俺は田舎好きやで。都会にないもんもあるやろ、いろいろと。
別に悪いとこばかりはないの知っとるよ。ただ俺の居場所やないって思うだけ。お前は何でもかんでも楽しいんやろ。
あんたら川遊びかなんかしてたの？
光るやん。なんで絆創膏？
おばさん、今日何食べるん？
ハンバーグ。光くん夕飯食ってく？
食べたい。
光むっちゃ食うからな。
成長期やもん。屋敷の身長今に越すで。
へえ、無理やろ。
あの化け物が薫や母さんに襲いかかっとったら。
The loneliness.
なあ、屋敷はもう育たんでええやろ。屋敷の分食うてええ。
は？まだまだ育つわ。成長痛で毎晩足がミシミシいっとるからな。
ね、怖っ。植物かよ。お前の兄ちゃんそのうち3メーターくらいになんで。
いやいや。
こいつは光やないし人間ですらないけど、きっとこのままいけば人として暮らしていける可能
Yeah,
性
getting
や
a
っ
bit
て。
too comfortable like this.
楽しみやな。ハンバーグ。
そうやな。
What was that?
何しとんねん。
こいつは猟犬っすよ。ここにいるやつにあれ、ここだと脳抜き様だったか、あれを追わせるんす。こういう汚れはあれに寄っていくはずなんで。あれは移動している可能性がある。鼻が利く者に手伝ってもらいましょう。
田中、この村にとってこの男がいいもんやと思うよ。いつかこの男が村を壊すんではないかと。でも俺 はどこかでそれを望んどるんか。
Yes 君に
Another really good episode. I think this is one of the strongest visually so far. Like right from the get-go, it sets a really strong atmosphere with this. Like, it's a really impressive shot of the village, and then into this scene, probably one of the scarier scenes so far in the series. And like I said, I do like how they keep coming back to this choir and like building it up in some way. I assume we will see them when they do end up performing this wherever. Like, I don't know, I kind of like how consistent it is by coming back to that. And yeah, these visual gags are really fun. They did it in some of the earlier episodes. And the chicken reminding Yoshiki of that time. I didn't realise these two have a thing going on as well. It's quite cute. I do enjoy these scenes, these intimate scenes, like exploring each other. Like obviously it's allegorical in a way, but it's not too hard to figure out what it's sort of representing. And then I love these flashes of light as well as it takes over him. Yeah, this really cool shot, really cool. And yeah, he doesn't really understand the boundaries and all that kind of stuff yet, but Yoshiki is teaching him, making sure he's aware. This shot as well, as she's speaking about it will like stay with you and attract you, as like really good stuff. I think what this show is really impressive at, it doesn't have a lot of crazy animation or sakuga or like lots of crazy movement, but it knows how to keep you engaged visually, and even without that kind of those explosive scenes, like even just like this zooming in and then the light shining on it's just really good stuff. And you can tell at times where the drawings are a bit shaky. I imagine the production schedule isn't perfect, but they know how to cut these corners and make it look good despite that, and I really do like shows that are able to do that. Shaft are good at it, like Call of the Night this season and and the first season as well. Genmai Saiketsu as well last year, really good at that. It's just a flair in the directing that allows these shows that haven't got as much support behind them in terms of the schedule, in terms of the production, can still end up looking really good. There's great visual gags as well. Yeah, then there are these girls talking. Let me. Harsh stable conditions at the hair growth product factory. So I'm wondering if the deities spawn from people or emotions in some kind of way. My first thought was always to like emotions, because I think that's always a good way to represent deities and them coming to the front and come to the present, like how like Jujutsu Kaisen does it. I think it's just a really solid way to have them exist in the world. I'm not too sure though. God, yeah, this shot as well just freaked me out. It's only briefly it was shown as well. And again, just setting up, like you can feel the tension building. They hold on to this shot for a long time. Reminds me a bit of My Go episode 7, just to build the tension. And then it all just unfolds here. Really wild scene. He's dragged in by the the fucking hair thing, whatever the hell it is. And all of a sudden he's in some kind of dreamscape, surrounded by these brain-looking things, all saying stuff. It feels like it's problems that he's ignoring. It's issues that he's not confronting, be it about his family, his own personality, the village. Like, it's stuff that he refuses to acknowledge. Partly because he's so wrapped up in what's going on with Hikaru and all that stuff, so it's understandable, but they're still present, and there's this deity or whatever it is are using those against him to kind of trap him and incapacitate him while it takes control. I love the visual of the faces inside these like brain things. It represents, to me, this is like a really good representation of the village and all the voices and everything that's going on inside his head that he is repressing. It's just a really good visual for just the village as well in general, with that kind of village gossip where everyone knows each other and the kind of toxicity that kind of arises from that and all that kind of stuff. Like these look like real faces as well that have been edited. Really, really good stuff visually. Like, and then we get to this scene when the crow that they're taking care of dies, and neither of them refuse to take responsibility for that. I mean, they're kids, understandably so, but it kind of represents a larger thing with Yoshiki and what's going on with Hikaru and his own problems in general that he's running away from. And all of a sudden he's acting out those, and yeah, this is a creepy shot, and he's acting out these things in real life, and Hikaru has to force out of him. I love this. That must have been animated on 2s or 3s. It looks really good. And the bite. Yeah, this shot as well. I like this. This is cool, and a really good visualization of Hikaru getting out of him. Visually, it's such a treat. It's so nice. Even the drawings here are really good. And the bite marks, there's definitely like, because obviously there's the mark that your Hikaru left on him, and now there's a mark that Yoshiki's left on Hikaru. Like, to me, they're almost like stamps of possession and owning each other, and then there's a weird dependency on each other here. I love this this part as well, when Yoshiki's loneliness is kind of, it's very isolating and like daunting, this kind of shot. I really do like these kind of shots where it's just the main character in the middle, lots of space around them. They're really effective. And he turns around and there's people there that do love him. We rarely ever see his dad. Have we seen his dad in the show at all? I'm not too sure. I feel like we might have seen like one shot of him in episode 1 or 2, but other than that he seems barely present. I don't know if that's just a typical anime dad thing or whether he is actually up to something, given I'm sure he had connections with Hikaru's dad and that whole family. Yeah, and he's getting a bit comfortable with this relationship with Hikaru. He's like, maybe this can just be normal. And he's just kind of convincing himself that that is a possibility when it really isn't. Even outside of the detective getting involved and eventually will probably track him down, it's not like these things that are happening, the attractions that Yoshiki's, Hikaru is essentially causing for Yoshiki with the other deities and the ghosts, whatever the hell they are. It's not really something that can continue. And I mean, I forget that Hikaru did kill someone in the, was it end of first episode or second episode? Yeah, end of first, I think. So yeah, it's a shame. And we get this end credit scene. So he set something that will look for Hikaru, I assume. And then we get this whole thing about this guy being like, he's going to destroy the village, but maybe that's not a bad thing. Interesting. Really good app. Really, really good. I think one of the strongest so far, both visually and story. I like the pace at which the story's moving along as well. I feel like we're allowed a lot of time with just Hikaru and Yoshiki. We get a good dose of creepiness and horror stuff going on as well that don't feel just kind of forced or some kind of that don't just feel like feeling a quota of the horror and the scary stuff. It does feel very natural and kind of arises in a very natural way that feels good. Yeah, just really enjoying the show. Really, really, really am enjoying the show. And if you're still watching, thank you so much for being here. I'll see you again next week for episode 6 or 7, almost halfway through now. So see you guys then. Bye.